Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great day. Well, today as you can see we are going to be starting this beaded cross stitch, and I'll be working right up here in the top part of this pink flower. And yeah, so let's see how well this goes, huh? I did thread my needle, and I have, I thought something was wrong there. Oh my goodness, I have 2 strands of thread. So we'll just see how well it goes. I could not, of course, find any of my silly mats that I use for this. They may be with the actual cross stitch kits. Let me pull you down so you can see what is going on, and hopefully this works. So what is everybody up to? Hope you're all having a good Monday. If I could just talk. Yesterday was kind of uneventful-ish. I didn't go anywhere, didn't do anything. I stayed at home, and I put my ribs. My goodness, what in the heck? My ribs in the crock pot. There we go. It's been a hot moment since I did beaded cross stitch, so hang right in there. I'm just doing this one out here on the outside. And then I'll go back and do that green that's right next to it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I stitched most of the day. I worked on that one with the bird and the buildings. Whoops. Sorry about that. That's what happens when you talk and try to do it at the same time. The one with the bird and the buildings that I started on Saturday, maybe? Yeah. I worked on that, and I worked on the bunny house, and I worked on that colorful town in the Egyptian cotton for a little bit. But for the most part, I just stitched and watched Netflix and just didn't get too excited about nothing. It was a nice day outside. It got, make sure I didn't, the wind didn't start up until late afternoon, but that's how it goes. So yeah, took me about an hour to get these drilled. I'll just show you one into these containers. They were staticky, and yeah, I was not impressed, but you know, I got out my, what is it, my dryer sheets and cut out piece about maybe, what is that, 2 inches by 1 inches, and put it in each of the bags and shook the heck out of them, and it seemed to help. But when you have plastic, we're having a day. when you have plastic beads, you get static. And it is very dry here. I think we had 15% humidity the other day when I looked, so. Yeah, it doesn't get to be too humid here at all. Not unless it's snowing or raining or something to that effect. Oh my God, this thread is outrageous. But at least it's a big needle, so the needle's fine. I was worried that the needle would be way too big for these, but it seems to be fine. This thread has kind of a spring into it. Does that make sense? I don't know. It reminds me of quilting thread. So, yeah. Well, it'd probably help. Oh my goodness. We're having a day today. Just lost that bead. It went south somewhere. It's here. We'll find it sooner or later. But yeah, it was a pain in the neck. It was almost as bad as putting drills like we usually get. I don't want that one yet. I have 2 colors out, just in case. I'm not liking this thread at all. I may have to find myself some, what is it, B5200. I prefer DMC to any of the threads that they give you, but it was here, so we're just going to use it. Now, if any of these beads get loose, I just thread a needle. I come up and wrap, go through the thread that's there, holding the bead at the time, and then I go right back down and it tightens it up. So I'm not real worried about anything being too loose. Come on. I'm worried about finding the hole. What can I say? I maybe have to go back down just a bit because looks like it's too into it. I got my little tea bag rest. This one says Grand Hotel at Mackinac Island. Do you know what movie that's from? If you do, put it in the comment section. I've seen it 100 times. And you might have too. My thread's seeping out. Yeah, I found these at a thrift store. I found 2 of them actually. But it's the easiest thing next to the lids that go with my little containers. I still don't have them out. They're buried over here. They don't fly around nearly as much on one of those. And this does not go fast. Not at all. So no grand plans this week. I got work for 3 days as usual. Don't know how busy it'll be. Most people usually went back to work yesterday because it was Sunday and they didn't have Monday off, see. But there's always those out there on vacation, so they'll be hanging fire. Yeah, this is definitely something I have to do while I'm at this desk. Because sitting on the couch with these beads is like a recipe for just an accident waiting to happen. So has anybody else done this? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you know? What's your opinion of beaded cross stitch? Oh, I did a lot of it. Still haven't found the beads for the tiger. I got nothing. I have no idea where they're at. Not at this point. Someday, I'm going to have a big organizational day. I should do it in the summer when I can haul everything out on the porch and bring it in one by one by one. Because I've probably got 8 to 10 totes. Not totes, but what do you call them? Storage. Plastic storage containers full of stuff. So, yeah. And I just left all the excess beads that wouldn't fit. Hang on. Pull this up here where I can actually see it before I almost let go of it. This has all the extra beads that wouldn't fit in these containers. So, yeah. I thought that was the simplest thing to do. Sometimes, if I have a lot left over, I will just, like, I had one whole one that didn't even use, plus 2 extra. So that's what I do when I diamond paint. But that didn't happen this time. I figured since they had their own little plastic bags, that was perfect. It's not like they were those kind of bags that some of the diamonds for diamond painting used to come in. Oh, that was awful. So I had to find a place for where they were going to go. Because once you cut them open, there's no going back. But they've gotten smarter over the years and put things in a tiny Ziploc bags. So I don't know how much tape I have wasted taping up those ones that you can't close. Yeah, it's awesome. Oh my gosh, I feel like it's taking forever. So I'm sorry if this goes kind of slow. But the thread is good. I'm thrilled sick that it's not that plastic stuff. I want to say spirea, but that's a kind of flower, right? Oh, that other stuff is awful. Just absolutely cheap and awful. And the thing I like about these plastic beads is that they are all pretty consistently the same size. kind of like your glass preciosa beads. Now, preciosa beads are checked glass, and most of them are pretty even as well, but they have their moments. And the only reason I'm using this thread is because I forgot to go and look for the B5200. I have a bag with excess thread in it, so I keep 310 black, B5200, and 221, which is what I do most of my counted cross stitch in, when it's like just a single color. Yeah. I think I might be able to get one more. And then we're going to have to get different thread or something. The only problem with using a big needle is that it goes through the when you get down there, you can't turn your needle as well. So usually I will use a 28, which is the smallest needle that I could find, short of a quilting needle. And the ones I used for them were like, what, inch and a half? Yeah, all the time. Okay, well, we got that part done. Get that thread out of the way and not lose my needle. So, yep. And then I will get the rest over here, the rest of that green. And then I'll go find that yellow one and pour out some of them into something I just got to, just so I could show you, you know, what was going on. Hang on just a second. Alright guys, well, thank you for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.